With long-standing support from Toyota, the event has become something of an institution. It was that time of year again when Botswana goes a little crazy with Toyota 1000 Desert Race. They came by car, bike or quad, and they conquered or got stuck in the mud. With so much fun and action going on in the mud, when the midfield hordes arrived on the scene, the crowds refused to budge. A great time was being had by all, but a few competitors must have wondered where the organisers managed to find so much water and mud in the middle of Botswana in midwinter. For doughty competitors like Class B leader Giel Nel, it was all part of off-road racing.
The tracks is just getting deeper like this, also in the riverbed, you know, and they run the stickers off, so you can't follow the road nicely. But we're getting there. No problem.
Into the home stretch on the Toyota 1000, and Neil Woolrich and Kenny Scholthammer were now in sight of their third win in 4 outings this season. There was hardly a mark on the Mitsubishi Pajero, and with the engine notes sounding as crisp and clear as at the start, the pair were simply cruising towards the checkered flag. Behind the overall leaders, Mark Corbett and Juan Moore were running second overall and leading the special vehicle category in the Jimco. Corbett and Moore were in full control of the special vehicle class, but the battle still raged between two Land Cruiser crews, with the factory Castrol Toyota entry of Arpi Reinicker and Robin Housen now ahead of Cliff Wiechelt and Johan Smelberger. Along the way, there was an anxious moment or two for Wiechelt and Smelberger. They were back into the role of chasing after Reinicker and Housen in an ongoing saga between the two crews. While Wiechelt and Smelberger resumed their chase of the factory Land Cruiser, the Works Mitsubishi Colt of Enzo Kuhn and Francois Jordan was moving inexorably towards taking overall honours in Class D. Kuhn and Jordan had a comfortable lead, and with the finish in sight, there was no point in pushing too hard over the tighter parts of the route. The pair were understandably nursing home a vehicle that had taken a pounding over 2 days of tough racing. On the bike front, Darrell Curtis was also firmly in control of proceedings on the AGA LG Castrol KTM. Before the event, the team decided to switch Curtis onto a 380 KTM, with the move paying dividends with the Johannesburg-based rider in dominant form. In dominant form in Class E among the vehicles were Andrew and Chris Birkin in the Toyota Hilux. With early pace setters Jean-Pierre Joubert and Errol Hodgson running into problems, the brothers were coasting towards the Class E win. Still pushing as hard as he could was 250 bike leader Elmer Simons on another AGA LG Castrol KTM, while in the quad category, Jacques Struwik had taken over the lead on the Answer FMF Yamaha. Struwik was in sight of his maiden national championship win, and along the way, thorn bushes and other obstacles had torn away the trademark flag that normally flutters behind the rider. Despite a few problems along the way with the route marking, Giel Nel was in complete charge of Class B in the single-seater Sandmaster. Nel took charge of the class with the retirement of Marius Borain and was around half an hour clear of Gerald Mundell after another workmanlike drive. Up at the finish, a huge crowd was waiting to welcome home Toyota 1000 Desert Race winners Neil Woolrich and Kenny Scholthammer. The Pajero team advance guard were again on hand for the pair, and apart from a little stutter right at the start of the event, Woolrich and Scholthammer were in total control and ground the opposition into the dirt.
Absolutely unbelievable. To win the desert race is really something special. This is like the Monaco of Grand Prix, Very special.
A tremendous performance saw Mark Corbett and Juan Moore storm home second overall and first in the special vehicle category in the Jimco. There was joy in the camp, with the two youngsters reporting a remarkably trouble-free run over the 2 days.
We had one puncture, we lost the route a bit and we were rolling to the bush and hit a rock. But other than that, nothing.
There was more drama when Cliff Wiechelt and Johan Smelberger were the third crew home in the N1 4x4 Toyota Land Cruiser. Toyota management were anxiously awaiting the appearance of the factory Castrol Toyota crew of Arpi Reinicker and Robin Housen, who picked up a puncture 14 kilometers from the finish. That dropped them behind the Wiechelt-Smelberger combination, with the factory crew also having a few problems finding their way to the finish line. A little parking lot incident just went to prove that it was not a good day for Reinicker and Housen. Reineker's daughter was getting a little animated as the team waited for the arrival of the Land Cruiser. The Reineker-Houghton tussle with Wiekelt and Smalberger had been a feature of the event, with the two Land Cruisers constantly trading places in a scrap that swayed backwards and forwards. The puncture, 14 kilometers from the end, was the final straw for Reineker.
We got past the N1 Land Cruiser and we were on Corbett's tail, and then we hit a puncture 14 k's from the finish, and that ruined our race from what we thought might be a second place to a fourth place overall.
So, special vehicle and production vehicle wins going to Corbett and Moore and Woolwich and Scholthammer. There were also class wins for Hielnell, Kuhn and Jordan and the Birkin brothers. Storming home to put the finishing touches to a tremendous performance was overall bike winner Darrell Curtis, with the AGA LG Castrol KTM rider a more than popular victor.
Couldn't have any problems with the bike at all today. It's like a dream come true. And normally I have some other niggly little problem, like the brakes go or something like that. I lost my brakes. They faded from the last refuel to but it didn't slow me down too much because they came and went, so it wasn't a problem for me.
Overall victory in the open class to Darrell Curtis ahead of veteran Jeremy Davies, with Elmer Simons taking the 250 class ahead of Jade Goodseat. First home in the 200 category was Kevin Fisher, who was followed by Wayne Farmer. Making a spectacular appearance at the finish was quad winner Jacques Struwik on the Answer FMF Yamaha. A tired and battered Struwik was overwhelmed with his win, with excited family members sharing his moment of glory.
It was hard work, but in the day it's worth every bit of it. This morning I thought it's not going to really last, but hard work pays off.
A maiden national win for Jacques Struwik ahead of Brendan Badenhorst and Paul Chomser, with Cornel de Villiers and David Parkinson completing the top 5. And that wraps up all the mud, sweat and gears from the Toyota 1000 Desert Race.